finessing their way into this B site and now getting aggressive positioning in the post plan.
Big fight here going the way of Kawanzin. How much more can be found? Traded right back. Pankada's in a really nice spot, but decapitated by Zelsis.
What a shot, man.
Spike still in play, a 3v3. So again, they've flipped the map. They're on opposite sides of each other now. Now you see Sentinels starting to come in towards B, with Loud holding back in spawn. DG claiming one, make that two. Zekin left in a 1v3. He's gotten one, but now the stun. Is he done? Having to push forward. A tap first in the face of the flash, has to turn it. A second one, just a threat. He's gotten it down to 1v1. Is Zekin gonna do it again? What a start! Is he gonna have enough time for the defuse though? That's the closest part! Finding no target, no joy.
But time was bought.
And now they're gonna have to flood right back in the face of it. The stun is gonna be good. Zelsis will find the first. EGC trying to hold the line, only one found. Numbers still the way of the defense as the spike has been ticking for a little bit longer now. Yes, they have the numbers advantage, but time is of the essence.
Speed up.
It is brief. Pankada and Tui's brothers in arms finding two-piece. It's all gonna fall into Pankada, and again,
how good Sen is on this retake. But I feel like Sentinels are also waiting for something like this. And what is that?
Clean out from Narrate. He gets a second. Zekin's pop the ult. He's gone exploring.
Full info.
A bit of a roundabout and where the last two members are. It's not even about utility at this point. They just want to find out where they are and take the fights. Pankada falls. Vinny in a 1v4 will fall. If they're going to try to scale again, that's been the key to success. That hit a couple of them, but not all in the smoke. It's not safe. 10 seconds left on the round. The paranoia out. The spike successfully getting planted. Now the game is afoot. Numbers the way of Loud. A 2v2 now. A messy spot to be in. Narrate. Trying to creep his way forward, looking for any target he can. Zekin's been left alone. Another moment to try to deliver heroics, and he can't.
Flash in the door by Bang. And there's that Armageddon. A freebie onto DG Zin.
Oh, I didn't know if they knew where Kawanzin was, but he's been found.
Yeah, but what else has been found is this front B space from Pankada.
There's a lot left to do, though. He's got the real estate, but he's got to be able to convert it into a success somehow. That's big out from Vinny. There's help.
Bit of an overheat.
Tap on the Narrate. I thought he was going to kill him on the second spam. No. Still a possession here as now Zekin is starting to swing things back their way. It's 4v2. The spike's still not committed. 50 seconds left in the round. And an abundance of options.
Oh, that breach stun could have been perfectly timed, but it's Zekin that gets the good timing this time around.
Yeah, and that feels like a perfect example of when we say breach feels clunky.
Yeah.
That was it.
30 seconds left.
You imagine this is going to be a save from Pankada. Wants to keep that arsenal into the next round. I mean, if he can snag a couple kills on his way out, why not?
It hasn't been activated. Nothing has been caught. There's no idea. Now the paranoia out. Zekin has to take a step back. DG's already backside. He's got the ult pocket. He's going to continue to try to scale, and he does. Zelsis now found. The side is theirs.
Jeez. Most of the time, Loud has gone C. It's been using utility very early on. A flurry of trades here, but it's a 2v4.
And again, I think we saw their Loud getting what they wanted and then scaling up.
Yeah, exactly.
Kawanzin was in their spawn.
Exactly. This time around, Loud, instead of blowing their utility in the actual mound area, they walk all the way on site.
Harder to do on a 3-map site, but you're right. I think the flash certainly helps. A belter of a shot from DG Zin.
Face your fear.
What is that? And then it's going to be a bit of a speed up here. Zelsis.
I mean, as it should. They've been able to find a crack in the window. And now they're trying to kick the damn thing down.
Just getting bombed by utility, but that Vice Wall separates everybody. Only Kawanzin in the site right now.
And this is going to force a slowdown for just a bit here. Now, Loud have an option. They can stay. They still have 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the round. They could flip it.
But Vinny's holding the breach ult for the flood. Oh, a little bit of an early investment here.
Oh, Kawanzin able to get two. As they try to strike on the other side of the smoke.
I mean, good trade from John, but the layered utility from Loud, it's too strong. That follow-up paranoia. There were so many layers to that hold. Loud, they're not falling for that retake stuff that Sentinels has been doing. They're like, hey.
It's him against the world right now. Can he play off around his utility? He's been able to isolate the first. DG now dealt with.
Oh,
and
dodges the paranoia.
More to come on the other side again. Zelsis versus the world, and so far he stands. Trying to swing out onto the third, not connecting, but damage dealt, time bought. Vinny on the swing, and now John has arrived. A couple of members of Loud remaining. Limping, sure, but they are here. Spike out of reach.
Down.
And a tough spot to try to convert. Kalenzine makes his best attempt to contribute and fails. Leaving the situation in the hands of Tui's. Was once a youngster,
I have retrieved the
but has grown so much. But has he grown to this?
Oh, just dodges the up-down.
Finds a brief moment of respite to get the spike down. Now still left in a 1v3. Some of the work has been done, but it just got so much harder. Sentinels once again tie us up. Seconds pushing forward, spotting one member. Not connecting yet, dancing left and right, trying to hide, survives.
Happy feet.
Lives to fight another day. Meanwhile, Tui's not nearly as fortunate. DG pushing into the smoke, and he's dropped. They've swung things back in their favor.
Oh my goodness.
This was a 5v4 that they have snatched back.
Loud have crumbled in this round.
But the work's not done, is it? The spike's still planted. They're not out of the woodworks yet. Kalenzine in a really good spot. Celsius weak. One down. Seconds Justice 4 off, though, off the swing. He's not able to draw the gun quickly enough. Now Vinny left in a 1v3. Spots one. Still more work to be done. Remember, Second is so weak.
Well, that could do some damage later in the round.
But he's playing ahead of the trip. He's got to give some of this space up.
Might be a bait.
You are flirting with fire, son.
Oh.
Fully flashed, still gets a kill. Now dropped. There's that trip that we were just talking about. Pancata and Tui is able to drop second and narrate. Now Pancata continuing to push forward. Snaps onto John, snaps onto Bang, and again, a tie.
John, he might get cut off here.
They're playing him like puppets on strings, but you're right, John's gonna get caught on the swing.
Good proactivity from Loud in mid. Yeah, the rotate's very late. Sentinels are gonna have to take space. Deep CT try to even the score.
They're planning really deep here.
Yeah, they're all corralled back here though, and there's a breach at the other end of this, Doug.
I think they're gonna want to scale into spawn and then potentially flip through.
Oh, they gotta be careful here though.
No, instead they're digging their heels in. They're choosing to stay.
They're just gonna fight.
Spamming through the smoke. Zekin looking to find another one for free, and he does.
It's bloody murder.
2 left. What can DG and Vinny do? Side by side, trying to attempt this retake. From spawn, gets the best of Zekin. Still plenty of work to be done though. 2 classics on the other side, but light armor.
It's not planted for them.
Vinny, he's gotten it to half. He's gotten it to half. There's the swing. The flash comes through.
Absolutely. We'll be fire with fire here.
Yeah, a bit of a scrappy start towards A from both sides, and DG lights him up. That's 3 on the round for him.
And he wanted more.
Vinny having to take a step back as he's peppered. Worse for wear, 21 HP.
Cover going out.
And Sentinels find themselves in a bit of a mess. Bang is weak.
You have 2 of the most clutch players on the Sentinels roster with 1 minute on the clock to do what they want to do. Bang. I think there may have been a shoulder scene right there from Kawazine.
A tap.
Going out.
Yeah, the tap of the door too will confirm. Creeping forward, playing things as quietly as he can. They've got to find a way to try to get this back to equal footing. Yeah, they've gotten the spike down. But there's a flank that's going to be coming in from Pancata through the southern side of the map.
He second guesses himself.
This is taking a long time, Dre.
Yeah, they're Loud are so cautious right now. But Bang and Celsius, they're so clutch.
Big from Celsius. He's not going to get challenged again. The spike has been ticking for a long time. They've got to accelerate here.
This 1v1 is what it comes down to right here.
That's one found. Bang's got to get this kill. He's able to get one. Those are a couple more on the other side. Kalenzine will swing and clean them up. This is going to be a mess. They're all huddled in here. The rocket deals a little bit of damage, but it does not find lethality. Meanwhile, Sentinels on the other side. The counterpunch connects. You've got to be careful here, though. Pancata again on the prowl. Wise to it, though. Celsius was covering the flank. Now all eyes towards A.
And 2 trips. Also a Cypher Cam here as well. Sentinels, they're going to have to just disrespect this. They have to just speed up into sight here. The more time they waste, the more time Pancata is allowed to flank.
There's just so much utility, as you mentioned, that they're going to have to navigate through and circumvent.
Oh, they've done just that as well.
Planted.
Now this flank is absolutely useless from Pancata. Post plant, 3 players in tree. Narrate with a solo on site. A great paranoia on the top of the door.
Pancata looking for a target, looking for a scalp to claim.
Great smoke.
Meanwhile, they've been stuck on the other side, and Kalanzine! Oh, it's a mess! Narrate can still secure the round off the stun. There's a swing, he finds one. Backs against the wall, can Narrate respond? Can he contribute? He's gotten it down to the one that remained, and he cannot hold on.
Sentinels to take this C space, something we haven't seen yet. A very aggressive trip and a spam.
These pugnacious protocols are not working out for Sentinels. So much found. And again, Sentinels are forced onto this back foot.
I must wait a moment.
Still early days in the round, but it feels they've invested this ult. They've got a flank coming around the other side. And they still know. Zekin's able to trade it for one, yes, but there's so much more left to do. The Prowler, Loud.
Oh, this breach ult could be very juicy for Narrate.
Do they know they're there?
Oh, the tap of the door though.
There it is, Rolling Thunder invested. They've also got the Teho ult used. Vinny's the first claim. The Paranoia not connecting, but the smoke to provide a little bit of cover. They got to try to flood out. DG plucked from the sky.
Oh, they're stuffed.
There's no way for them to get in.
They can't do anything. Right now, if you're Loud, you go for every exit you possibly can.
And now Tui's has been dealt with from defender spawn.
Yeah. I don't know, you gotta swap it out.
Rolling Thunder invested. They really did not have a chance to settle. Second has gone unchecked. He wasn't hit. Able to get one onto Kalanzine. Narrate on the swing. The spike has been planted, and now
He still has a flash.
There is a question that Loud have to answer. Do they fully commit to this? Do they try to save? The money's not great. A big swing out from Narrate. Traded right back, though. 3v2, they continue to knock. But the door has been slammed shut. And again, we are tied.
DG Zin is gonna have to go huge here.
The clone attempting to forge a path, and Pancata swings on Zekin. Again, absolute filth. But still more to be done. Repositioning and looking for more, another lease at life. Meanwhile, Kalanzine make things really uncomfortable for Narrate as he tries to dance around the mound. Finds a kill onto Kalanzine. Vinny on the swing, he will fall as well. Another claimed by Narrate.
There.
And another round where this operator has seemed to not get any value. He's getting triple swung, but it's the quick scope.
It's not done yet, only one found. Narrate with 3. Pancata on his own. Started the round onto second. He's gotten it down to 1v1, and Narrate saves the day for...
I mean, they have to buy every single round after this too.
Planted.
You'd imagine how things have gone historically.
Excuse me? That's 1.
Forget what I was saying.
That's 2.
Oh my. 3,
Player
4,
They've taken this back.
off of the Bucky, man.
They didn't have the weaponry.
What is this series, Zelsis? He has no chance here.
But honestly, weaponry be damned.
Wow.
The Paranoia will buy a little bit of time as he tries to TP to safety and does.
Does a great job.
Celsius is in a good spot.
Wow, another head-to-head one. That's the second 1v1 Kalanzina's shut down Zelsis in.
And so again, the numbers deficit situation for Sentinels, and it just went from bad to worse. Loud knocking on the door of map point. Narrate left in a 1v4. Doesn't even have the spike. He's gonna frag his way through this. He has no choice. Not offered any other opportunity. Just waiting to see if anyone's foolish enough to make a mistake, a slip. But it does, again, not look like that will be the case. But with an op on the other side, it's danger.
And a spam kill on the bang.
The Rolling Thunder will try to forge a path out onto the site. They've invested a bit more ults on the back of the site as well. Numbers the way of the defense. And the spike still hasn't really made its way out. It's been labored. It's been difficult to get through, but they find clarity in the Calamity. Things slow down, and now space is theirs to take. DG with the op, a turn of the flash, a second swing back. Now stunned again, taken off the line, and third time is best. He gets the last kill. Loud take Lotus. What a map. Ash. There it is. DG has to accelerate and still gets the kill on his Elsis. Traded right back though from John as he takes a step back and takes another with him.
But the explosiveness right now from Loud. All the meanwhile, Pancata, he's now creeping up C-Long. Narrate, get some info. But this is a free C site currently. Sentinels, they're going to have to regroup, get together, try to get some nice shots here with those ghosts that they have. Zekin and Narrate. Zekin, we saw him get 3 in the previous pistol on Lotus. All headshots. He's going to have to step up huge here. Loud, they're playing this so cautious. It's honestly buying a lot of time for Sentinels to get into good positions for this retake.
Well, I mean, Sentinels have to go slow here. There's no idea on where the other members are, and you know they're outnumbered. Note here, clean bill of health for both the Duelist and the Initiator.
Yeah, Kawanzin also has that light armor. It's going to take 2 bullets to take him out at least.
Surely you're not expecting him here. You've been spotted, you've been stunned, and now the swing impending. Kankata's shoulder.
Good jiggle.
Has been seen. Off of it. The clone is so good, but again, he still can't find the kill, and all this is doing is buying time. Sentinels have to accelerate here, and now they're going to have their attention divided. I said one way, I said another. Zekin in a 1v3. He's gotten it down to 1. It's just not enough. He was way too weak. And Zekin, again, is wise to it.
So aware.
Eyes on the back of his head. He knows where the threat's coming from. Dart be damned, ignoring it in the face of it. Gets a kill on the Kawanzin anyway. Now is able to TP away. Threat dealt with. Numbers their way. DG in the face of all that utility. You've got the stun, you've got the drone, you've got a barrage headed your way. And still trying to navigate and dance around that. Required to do a fancy little 2-step. Face of the flash, Vinny on the turn, still healthy enough to fight. 1 kill for 1. And those numbers do not add up when you're down in a situation like Loud were. It's the same look, but this time, as you were saying, he's got a flash to try to tip things back his way. Zekin dancing around, he's got utility to help. That's another 1v1 going the way of the Duelist.
Okay, Doug, he's truly had enough. He's taking things into his own hands. He gets flashed off that line, he still stays and fights that.
That's what you want out of your Duelist. Meanwhile, Loud now choosing to accelerate and go back towards B. You got DG who's already dashed backside, but Telsis is gone unchecked! Kawanzin still snaps on him though, finds a kill, and it looked free! DG continuing to push up, Phantom in hand, Zekin on the swing, and that's another head claimed. A massive round out from Loud. Aggressive, they're investing a lot behind this.
Oh, what a connection.
Dropping John, and the Blades are looking for more, but he's been sucked into place. Now being able to accelerate and go again, he just waltzes into his death. Narrate is there. He's gonna pop his ult, and it's gonna connect on a couple of members. All 3, there's 1 missing. But how do you navigate through all of that info in such a tense moment? Kawanzin strikes onto Narrate.
And now that's B-side completely open. Vinny calling a freeze to the round. Zekin, he's re-aggressing into A main.
He's gotta be careful. Cannot overextend.
But look at how deep Kawanzin is going. He's gonna creep by water. He hears the rotate. Zelsis.
Like 2 ships in the night.
Oh,
Only one of them knows more than the other.
what great IGLing right now. You dagger the sight. It hits Zelsis in that moment, I believe.
Kawanzin is still in that position that you mentioned here. Zelsis running over. That's as free of a kill as you're gonna get. 3 on the round for Kawanzin. Zekin in a 1v3. Gets his 1. Still a winnable situation here. Can he convert?
He has to convert.
Spike planted.
It's a big ask. Note here, Vinny is weak. Pancata stands with him though. Second with so much to do, carefully, meticulously, clearing every single angle, every single corner. He's got to speed up though. Time is not on his side. Off the tap, he spots 1. Still no idea where the other one is. Vinny biding his time, waiting for the swing, knife out. He's got to reposition, spotting the other. Now has idea where both of them are. But it's too much to deal with.
Up and be that sight anchor we know he can be.
He's got help here too. But can they wait this out? John's able to get the first. Spam on a DG's in.
Ridiculous spam kill.
The spike's still not made its way out of ARP, but the reinforcements have arrived. Keep a close eye on Tui's on the minimap. He one in and it's on the flank. Kawanzin falls. Tui's, if he plays his time right, he had it, but Zelsis a step ahead, 2 steps ahead.
30 seconds left. Last player standing.
And they've been picked apart this round. You imagine there will be a change on the approach from Loud because Ultimate's now used. First the Cosmic Divide, then the Vice ult. And there's Seho's ult too. Again, chaos on the site. Sentinel's able to get a couple, and it's all falling on to Vinny. He was the last man at the scene, and it was just a moment too late. No real time to go anywhere else.
And you still have your ultimate.
Oh! Spam through the smoke. Bang falls. Kawanzin gets 4! When the heck did that happen?
He wants it. He wants the ace. Is he going to hunt for it?
He's got the op in hand. There's really no reason not to.
Get out of there, Zekin.
Kawanzin trying to hunt him down. Knows they're nipping at his heels.
I mean, he's already getting flushed out. Look at the minimap. Pancata is wrapping all the way behind.
They're trying their damnedest to get this weapon out of their hands. And they might just succeed.
They're trying to feed it to Kawanzin. He baits out the shot with the jump spot. Aggressive of a mid lurk. Zelsis, you need to be careful, but what is the timing?
It doesn't matter. They both looked away at the wrong time, and now the ult has been invested. Now they're going to dash out onto the side. Now they're going to be able to get the spike down, and now again, Sentinels are on the back foot. What do they have? They have Bang's ult. John has the op.
And Kata as well. You could go for this late flank.
There's been so many layers of these flanks, you're absolutely right. Just when you think you have them dealt with, there's something else creeping away. But Sentinels have been able to open this up. The lurk from Pancata took too long. They're trying to block the suck, and they fail, but now they're going to get a second attempt at it. Pancata, again, creeping forward. They know where he is now, but Bang's going to stick the defuse. Sentinels will get to 4. What?
Last time that Loud played this map, there was a lot of heavy mid-focus.
Wait, he's going in. Didn't want to leave Pancata on his own on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, but Doug, we've seen this story before. Sentinels on the retake on B.
Vinny popped his ult. It's going to buy a little bit of time. A small window for them to sink their teeth deeper into this site, into the round. Remember, last one of the half here. Op still in the hands of John. DG tries to turn the flash, and he's disposed of. Now the Nightfall will connect onto all members of Loud. Silence all over, and second swings back, side gets 3, and that's the round. Meanwhile, nicely damned. Unbelievable that DG gets that kill.
And the double dip, getting the 50 damage on the Bang as well. It's a speed up right now. Zelsis, he's going to full commit to this exit.
Fearless in his approach as he continues to dance around and look for a second target. He does fall, though. Meanwhile, Sentinels crack the site wide open. Kawanzin and Tui's left in a 2v4, and almost all members on the side of Sentinels are weak. They're battered here. That's one found. It's going to fall in the hands of Tui's. Again, 20 HP, 35 and 45. This is very winnable for Tui's.
Problem is,
if he can isolate the ones, if he can get them on their own, there's a shot.
But that's the problem. Sentinels are so good at not giving the 1v1s, and it won't even matter anyway.
Tui's just going to go unchecked, isn't he? Drops the flash on the swing out. John's here to greet him. Pancata's able to deal a little bit of damage, but it's not enough. 3v3 here. They don't really have control.
Spike planted.
Vinny perched up in heaven. They're so paranoid of what's happening around the rest of the map. Kawanzin is having to use the drone from so far back in lane.
Does clear out all that space, but at the same time, Zelsis, he's put that wall behind. All eyes ahead.
Grenade is live.
Stun used, not connecting. Spike ticking. The need to accelerate ever present and growing with every second that passes.
It's not planted for them long.
No, they're going to have to fight through this. That's going to help. That's going to buy a little bit of time. Kawanzin has gotten it to half, but he'll pay for it with his life. 2v2 now. Zelsis on the swing, both off of it, and he cannot hold it. He cannot connect. Again, going forward.
He spots them both. Pancata's on an island. He's done.
Oh, he's able to sidestep the salvos, but you don't sidestep that. Sentinel's able to push forward. Bellicose in their approach. Nary Tan gave him away.
Here.
And they know where the other one is. DG having to reposition. Sentinels with a slight numbers advantage, but Zekin's so weak. And do they know where he is at TP? Now the dart out. DG trying to smoke himself off, waiting for the challenge, daring the swing, daring the bait.
No one's swinging though. What a hard read.
Patience on, and Kawanzin swings into his death. DG's gonna have to do it on his own. He's gotten it down to a 1v2, and Celsius delivers. Live to fight another day, and now attempt this retake. With strength and numbers, and now those numbers equalized.
That's a good opening.
It's a different beast. Cosmic Divide invested, segmenting the site, ripping them apart, and now there's more they're gonna have to deal with. You cannot play back site. There's nowhere that's safe. Being flushed out from dugout.
Tail missiles coming online in 3 seconds, Doug.
And now the spam fight ensues. Bang's able to connect onto DG, but Loud's able to fight back. John has to be careful on the swing. Kawanzin is there.
Here comes the re-clear though from DGZ. Is he gonna catch out Zekin on this timing? It's actually narrate.
The
That
knife
catches the timing.
The knife tagged him on the tower. They do know where he is. They've also invented the knife holder to try to push Vinny back. And now they realize they're getting closed in on the split is through. DG again with the op, still hasn't fired it off. Because he hasn't had a target, he hasn't had a chance. Continually pushed back.
Seconds left. Spike planted.
And that's enough for Sentinels to get the spike down. Now, the attempted retake for Loud is at hand. But how do they find a way in? They're not. They're cutting their losses. They're saving.
It's too difficult. Retaking with the operator.
1 kill onto Kawanzin, and that's enough. Interesting here, light armor on a couple of members of Sentinels, and they had the money.
There's a TP.
Oh, there's a shot out from DG. Vinny joining in, and Pancata drops 2. The transfer's beautiful.
A complete massacre. And Bang just going a little bit too far forward. He was in his... Oh.
Big from John to find 2, but
Gosh.
when you're staring down 5, that's a tough ass. So we're tied at 10 again.
It's gonna have to be a flooded. Pancata knows. Here's the cue.
Where's the pop? Pancata on the swing, able to get one on to Celsius, a second on to Narrate. That's 3, make that 4. Again, a slaughter. They're gonna fully fight this.
No way, not again.
Stubborn, perhaps, in how they try to go about this. Pancata can't see a thing, and he falls. Zekin finds so much space, finds lethality. And with 5 alive, Sentinels thrive.
And this time, if you're Loud, you are trying to do as much damage as possible. Your economy is fine for the rest of the game. Sentinels, look at their money. If you can break some of these guns, if you could even get 3 guns out, you have a real good chance of securing an advantage in the future rounds. Falling for it at all.
Bang is patient with it. There's the op, there's the shot, and there's the kill. And now they know where he is, but they still have to flush him out. You cannot leave him here.
Look at the way he's playing this. Is he ready for Celsius? I don't think he is. Celsius, you cannot miss this one.
And he does not. Meanwhile, the rest of Loud are starting to push in through spawn. Off of the flash, 2, he's finds Zekin. John trying to do his best to keep them at bay at arm's length as he gets a second Vinny on the trade, though, with 2v2. In this post-plant, John, again, the architect of these rounds, but it's Celsius who puts the finishing touches on it all.
Gotta get out of here, man.
This could be the right cross that puts Loud away. DG's not able to use that up. Forced into lighter weaponry.
30 seconds left.
Pancata weak. Pancata dead.
Spike
And again,
planted.
Loud not still really allowed to play the round.
You can't save this time, Doug.
Kawanzin, 1 off of his ult. Keep a close eye on that. Narrate, trying to peek forward, trying to get a kill, and does. Vinny falls now. 3 remain for Loud. You see Zekin, he's gonna go exploring. He's gonna play this really aggressively on the other side of the smoke. Spotting a good barrel, the snap is magnetic. Zekin puts them away, we're going the distance. And he's left with a headache on the other side. Meanwhile, there's a lot on the other side of the smoke. Is Kawanzin able to handle all of the pressure? They swing him, they know where he is, and he gets 2 anyway. Another ridiculous moment from Kawanzin.
And these are the type of plays you're gonna have to make if you wanna send Sentinels to the lower bracket.
Yup. And you need more.
The team play from Sen, it's just too good. You have to catch them off guard in any way, whether that's a trip, whether that's you being around a smoke, especially on a pistol round, which is so important in Valorant. Oh, Pancata.
Kawanzin again in a position to take a third, lands the dink, but that light armor is the difference maker there.
Tough luck, man. Zelsis, though, he does upgrade to a ghost off of that, so he could still do some damage here. The defense is spread kind of thin. I don't know if that caught him or not.
30 seconds
I
left.
think it may have.
Yeah, I think they saw him. The scan didn't suppress him or whatever, but I do believe they saw where he
saw
was.
him on that. Vinny in B main, he's having to jiggle back and forth, but the fight will be here towards that A site. Good tail utility to get some space, be able to drop down.
One enemy remaining.
Again, good night. I mean, if it's not Kawanzin, it's Pancada. In round 3, they're opening a firing squad onto Sentinels. There has to be some sort of response here, and it does not look like they can find it.
This is not the start you want if you're Sentinels. You've gotten caught off guard 2 rounds in a row now.
And this
Two
one,
of the most important rounds.
this one being the bonus.
Pistol and bonus, just not ready for the aggressiveness of Loud. These weird spots that they're playing in. Have to bring it back. That's a good start from Narrate.
He knows where the other one is, too. And taking heroics just to get it to a 2v3.
It almost feels like a must-win round right now for Sentinels to be able to have some play in this attacking side.
They clear the trip. They flash out towards heaven. 2Es posted up. Crosshair trained.
Can't get the kill.
And DG not far off. Meanwhile, Vinny's starting to rotate over, but the round might be over by the time he arrives. Zelsis in a 1v3. Now spotted by the Roomba. Having to swing his way back in.
30 seconds
Again,
left.
just so uncomfortable. You got the Roomba, you've got the dart. You know that the walls are closing in. Still finding his way onto one, though. Still an opportunity to pull this off. The swing is too wide.
And we've seen him get posted on this since the pistol round, right? He was here with a Sheriff. That stun came out. Zekin finally takes down Kawanzin. No more shenanigans there. That's the Sky ult gone as well, but do they expect Pancada?
They knew. They had a really good idea of where he might have been. Zekin diligent with the flash. Oh, no. It's again a disaster. Only finding one, though. Zekin's got 3. Tragedy avoided, and now DG's left alone. Imagine they're going to try to get the op out of his hands after they get the spike down.
It's so tough, though, because your money isn't really all that great.
Yeah. But they don't really move off of this.
Look at how much space Zekin just cleared. What a great breach stun, too. He's just dead for free.
And now they're turning their eyes towards B.
Oh my
Pancada
gosh.
again in a ratty spot, but this time nothing found. Discipline out from the boys on the attacking side.
Zekin grabbing that operator as well.
This is huge, too, because Sentinels are in a position where they can win this round without having to invest ults, and then you're looking at John's ult, Zelsis' ult, and Narrate's ult in the next.
Yeah. That was such...
He's got to be careful here. He might get punished by this aggression. Loud wisely taking a step back. Kawanzin again, stalwart in his defense. Tries to tuck tail and get away after getting one, but fails. DG's not able to get any of that off. They invested the 2 big ults that they were holding on to this round, and it's not going to find anyone, but it will create some space.
These sight executes from Sentinels. There's really no spots left unchecked. And now the Viper's Pit on top of it. This is such a hard retake if you're Loud. You kind of have to hope for a miracle spam. All 3 players have to just start firing away into that smoke.
That's tough, too, because they're all running Vandals. I mean, you're going to get spammed back into all of the Phantoms that Sentinels are using.
4 Phantoms.
So even with that, you don't really win that fight.
Oh, John with the jiggle as well.
There's one.
Last player standing.
It's just too tough. It's too difficult. Sentinels, again, crawling their way back into this match.
I think you got to give a lot of credit to John here. They were down 4-0.
Yeah.
Timeout was not called, so Kaplan was not a part of the conversation. So keep a close eye on that. Meanwhile, you've got Pancada, who's trying to anchor out onto the site. 2E's playing close by, trying to cut off any sort of rotations. There's Pancada on the swing, only able to find 2, but DG has arrived. The spike's still not out on the site. Narrate with the payload in tow. They know that DG's on the close angle, tries to flash off the op and does. So he's found safe passage across. Meanwhile, Zelsis has gone exploring. That's up really close by. What a shot from DG. And now Narrate's left in a clutch situation. He's got the stun, but he's been stunned himself, turning around on the flash, but still keeps his position hidden, only able to find one. Choosing to wait. Meanwhile, you've got Narrate, who's going to be on this late lurk, and Cavazine was ready for it, so one down.
Spike planted.
Numbers the way of the defense, but the attack has already gotten the sight. Ult now invested. Zekin takes a step back. Aggressive flash on the other side of it, but no challenge yet. They're straddling the wall. Tui's now having to push through the smoke. Power and numbers, they're overwhelmed, they're outgunned. John's left in a 1v4, he's gotten 2. Only halfway done on the job, and DG cleans him up again.
Cypher chips that are on the ground.
Vinny has ult.
Oh my gosh. And the problem with that jump spot was DGZ heard it. So it gives him even more time to prepare mentally.
There's the ult. The stun too. Second with nowhere to go, and he still gets a kill.
So clutch.
And he's gonna be able to pop his ult, get away.
But the spike is dropped. He gets it.
It's still a 2v4 though. I mean, this is still really hard for them to convert.
He knows he has to even the score.
Second's gotta do something here off of the flash, turning forward, eating one of his own, and then TPing away.
But they're already getting wrapped. Look at DGZ in B main.
Yeah, the benefit of having the numbers advantage here. Again, the demand for heroics. Things slow down for just a moment as DG's creeping forward with the op in hand.
The timing.
The barrel of the gun spotted, and now position given away. They know where Zekin is, and they're going to be dropping it on him. Narrate is close by, and he's dead. Much more to be found for Zekin. He's going to have to ace if he wants to win this out. Make that 4. Can Zekin deliver? A fake TP, and now Zekin creeping forward. Quietly off the tap, too. He's waiting close by. He's sticking it to half. He's going to stick it all the way. Not able to settle the shots. He buys some time on the swing, and Zekin delivers.
Take that whole line out.
He's certainly going to try. Ult invested. Zekin on the swing. Meanwhile, DG's trying to counter back with an ult of his own. Kill's not found. Pankata's gone unchecked.
Can Pankata hold it down again?
Is this another discipline moment that goes, again, unchecked, unconsidered? Pankata's able to get one. Now the suck finally spammed through. Pankata dead. 3v3 and everything settles on the map. John playing close by. Utility out. DG's able to find wife. Vinny is, excuse me. That's all it is. Last round of the half, too, and again,
They have to get ahead of this if Loud want to win this round, because that Viper pit is going to be so hard to retake into.
the triple delay. 7 bullets left for Zelsis.
No way he hits that shot.
Swings way too far out. Now he's left in a 1v1. Pit invested. Spike down. He's going to rush it. He's going to bum rush it. Not able to hit the spam. Switches to the second weapon, and Zelsis walks away on top.
Vulnerable, get the kill.
Classic no armor. Bang has to take a step back, too.
That Molly, so many members.
And he still gets a kill off of it.
All that damage. Pankata did get B main off of that, though. A lot rides on Bang right here.
John is close eye, but he's been smoked off. The missiles are so good, though. Forget about taking the fight. The utility makes the difference. A desperately needed pistol.
Great Molly to the late. Narrate has already cheated on over. He
And-
has that breach stun.
And the smoke, too. But he gets spammed out. The question is now, how do Sentinels respond?
You kind of have to gamble here. Narrate, he
30
can't
seconds
really
left.
play in between. Leave Bang alone on the island. He's the man that you want there.
He just invested a paranoia. That was enough to draw some attention, and now calls coming in from either side. Louder finding success everywhere on the map.
John's still here, but it doesn't matter. Pankata.
Satcheling forward. A confident call to arms from the attacking side as DG has already wrapped. Zelsis has nowhere to go, he's dead.
Heaven's not smoked, but it's only a stinger there.
I mean, there's a little bit of help coming, but the flank is being flanked too. He's just on the prowl. And there it is, John's down. A
Perfectly
5v3
timed.
now, and it's only gotten worse for Sentinels. Vinny committing to getting the plant down to 3v2.
Planted.
Bang and Narrate forced to make this conversion happen, and
What?
it's gotten a little bit closer now. Still plenty of work to be done. Pankata and Vinny looking to keep them at bay. The stun connecting, and the shots do too. Vinny's now down. Pankata again put in a position where he has to deliver for Loud.
You still have paranoia online.
Seeing one come across, drawing the suck. There's not a lot of time on this. Off of the tap, the spam coming through. Narrate has to get aggressive. He's got to go. He's only gotten it down to 1.
Well, meanwhile, you look at Bang pushing all the way out through B main. He's going to find this timing on Pancata, and he's patient with it. What an outplay.
Now TPing to rejoin his comrades.
And Celsius with this judge, he's just going to be jumping around for his team.
Whoa, 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 whoa. They've got 2 rifles. They've invested the ult as well. They've already gotten out onto 1. Tui's is in a really good spot here.
Showstopper online now as well.
They've got the tools. They've got to look at them scatter. They've got to run away. They've got to give the space up. And it will connect. Celsius now down. I don't know how they find a way back into this. Narrate and Bang.
They've done it before.
I mean, despite their best efforts, though, it's got to be on Bang, and he gets dropped as soon as he swings. Narrate will get 1. It looks like an attempt at damaging economy now. No real chance to win the round, but some parting shots. This is not a fake. They're fully committing into this, but they're going to have to deal with the pit. Meanwhile, DG's down.
What?
1 kill found, and there it is. The pit now down. The site now theirs for the taking.
What a great paranoia.
In the face of the aggression, they try to fight back. Bang goes aggressive. Switches weapons. Finny now weak. Spike's still in the hands of Kawanzin, but he can't commit to getting the plant down. He's got to help the fight heaven. Oh my God. Quiet now. Kawanzin in a really nice position.
He's in a power position right now.
And they think the site is going away. They think the rotation's back towards A. What a shot from Narrate.
What do you mean? John, he's reflanking right now as well.
Pancata and Kawanzin with so much to do here. Flash in the face of a controller, make that 2. Trying to drop utility, but again, keep an eye on John's position.
There's no way Pancata is aware.
No.
He's not checking at all.
Patience.
Wait, did he?
Patience from the IGL here. Not fully committing, not fully swinging as Pancata goes exploring. Committing the ult, that's gonna funnel him out. He's gonna spot him, he's dead. A beautiful round from Sentinels.
All this utility buys enough time for Celsius to get into sight. Here's the proactivity.
Tries to turn the flash, Zekin's able to connect onto Kawanzin. 13 seconds left, and there is no contribution from the attack. They don't have the guns.
The man of the hour, is he gonna get overwhelmed?
Trying to connect through, they're trying to find him.
He gets out, what a smart play, Doug.
They've given up the site, but they've lived to fight another day. They've managed to stay alive. Spike now planted. A 5v4, Narrate has ult. DG's in a really nice spot. But when is the cue for him to go? Keep an eye on Pancata on the minimap as well. Still playing back towards mid. Tui's getting swung on. Zekin's dead, looking for another, but he's overwhelmed. Now Vinny, stunned, cannot contribute either.
It is planted for heaven. Celsius hearing Pancata drop.
Remember, DG's the only one with a rifle. Pancata has nothing but a sheriff, and he's gonna fall. Banks gonna stick the defuse all the way. Sentinels get
Clears this.
They've invested more. John's in the discipline corner, and he's gonna go unchecked. He's gonna find everything. 2 kills found. Info on the 3rd. But DG on the counter. Still outnumbered here. DG's so weak, 12 HP. And Sentinels can slow the situation down. Off the clone, off the flash, Bang going backside. He's spotting DG, he's dead. Can Pancata 1v3 with Spike out of hand? The need for a clutch is paramount here. Sentinels were pushed. Sentinels were tested. Can they ace the final test here? Pancata dropping down. Look at this high-low setup off the paranoia. Zekin looking to connect on the swing. Pancata finds him. 10 HP, and that's all. It'll be the war of attrition goes the way of Sin City.